This presentation is being brought to you by the Southern University Ag Center, Southern University Intramural Sports, Southern University and A&M College, and the Southern University Counseling Center.
Hello, I'm Ms. Manadier, a mental health therapist at Southern University's University Counseling Center. I'm going to talk to you today about dealing with increased anxiety and stress. What is stress and anxiety? Stress is any demand placed on your brain or physical body. People can report feeling stressed when multiple competing demands are placed on them. The feeling of being stressed can be triggered by an event that makes you feel frustrated or nervous. Stress during an infectious disease outbreak. Stress and anxiety can produce both physical and psychological symptoms. People experience stress and anxiety differently. Fear and worry about your own health and the health of your loved ones, muscle tension, headaches, inability to relax, and restlessness, changes in sleep or eating patterns, difficulty sleeping or concentrating, worsening of mental health conditions, increased use of alcohol, tobacco, or other drugs. What we have here is an example of a worry chain. You may start off with feeling like you have a headache. And then you start to think to yourself, what if it is coronavirus? And then you start thinking about your whereabouts. Maybe I passed it on to everyone at work yesterday, or possibly at school. And then what if everyone contracts it and then they die? And then you find yourself imagining an apocalypse and losing everyone who you know and love. We have some techniques to manage stress and anxiety. It's normal to experience stress and anxiety from time to time, and there are strategies you can use to make them more manageable. Pay attention to how your body and mind respond to stressful and anxiety-producing situations. Identify real worries from hypothetical worries. Disconnect or monitor the amount of time spent consuming information about the virus and use reliable sources, for example, the CDC or the WHO, the World Health Organization. Get creative with being social, for example, group text messages, small exercise groups, video calls, FaceTime, etc. You can also practice worry postponement. Worry postponement is when you use a certain specific time parameters to decide that this is when you're going to allot time for worrying. So you make it the same time of day, you do it for the same amount of time, and that's a place to place all of your worry. You can also practice mindfulness as well. Mindfulness is simply being present in the moment. And you can develop a personal anchor. An anchor is something that grounds you in yourself, your mind, and your body. An anchor is something you can hold on to when you feel overwhelmed. An anchor basically makes you feel calmer, more at ease, and more sure of yourself. Whether it's breathing, values, keys to happiness, or a mantra that you may recite. Practice gratitude at the end of the day. You can jot down a list of things that you're grateful for. Eating a balanced, healthy diet and considering supplements such as vitamins is also helpful. Limiting caffeine and alcohol consumption, getting enough sleep. We know that rest is paramount in providing time for your body to heal, tissue, cells, and cells to repair. Getting regular exercise or simply going for a walk. It doesn't have to be an extended period of time. It could just be for 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Listening to soothing music or singing. Scheduling time for hobbies. Pay attention to those things that you're interested in. And you can also do some research and create some new hobbies as well. Managing time and avoiding procrastination. Waiting until the last minute can increase your level of anxiety because it adds extra stress. Saying no in order to not take on too much. Remember, balance is key. So you have to have some self-care balance. So you can't continuously say yes and take on other people's requests all the time. Be mindful if you tend to use substances like alcohol or drugs as a way to cope with stress and anxiety. This can lead to serious substance abuse issues that can make stress and anxiety worse. Here we have a list of resources and support. Breathe to Relax is a free app that helps with breathing. The Emotional E-Toolkit has some wonderful tools. There are also two websites, Anxiety and Depression Association of America and the National Institute of Mental Health. Those numbers also provide assistance with high levels of anxiety and stress. There's also a book, The Unapologetic Guide to Black Mental Health. It has tools and tips in here for emotional wellness and getting the help that you deserve. RemedyLive.com is a free anonymous chat line when sometimes you just may want to talk to someone and not really tell them, who you are. You can remain anonymous on that line. Also, you can seek help from a counselor or therapist. You can go to the University Counseling Center's website and seek out how you can obtain help from any of your therapists here on campus. Thank you for tuning in. This presentation draws content from MetaHuman Chopra, 17 Ways to Relieve Worry, Stress, and Anxiety, and Healthline, CDC, and it's provided through the University Counseling Center, the Southern University Ag Center, and the Intramural Recreation Center. Thank you.